Politics, a proposal by Kimilili Member of Parliament Didmus Baraza to have Kenyans vote using identity cards is proving divisive after leaders and lawyers differed on whether it's a plot to rig the 2027 general election. President William Ruto's allies argue that the proposal will simplify the voting process and reduce costs, while lawyers say the proposals would then require a referendum as it affects the sovereignty of the people and the independence of the IEBC.
A legislative proposal by Kimilili MP Didmus Baraza to amend the Elections Act and have Kenyans vote using identity cards as opposed to voters' card has caused jitters in opposition quarters on whether it's a rigging plot ahead of the 2027 presidential election or a push to have more Kenyans on the ballot.
I am going to propose an amendment to the Elections Act where it will no longer be a requirement by IEBC to register a Kenyan as a voter. As long as you have a national ID card, you are free to enter into a polling station and cast your vote in favor of the candidate of your choice.
Why the desire and the urgency to amend? Is because Mr. William Ruto finds himself in a fix. He doesn't know how to garner the majority, the 50+1 come 2027. Hata ukiona akijipiga kifua ni bure tu. He will not garner it. This is a scheme to rig the 2027 elections by Mr. William Ruto and his cohort.
President William Ruto's allies have welcomed the proposal, saying it will cut costs associated with the registration of voters, while arguing there is no need for Kenyans to register twice, given the ID is a primary document before one becomes a voter.
Even if you ask the Gen Zs, I think the Gen Zs are going to support this. There is no use of rigging election by trying to put that thing which Didmus Baraza brought in. Kipchumba Murkomen, as the Minister for Interior, did not bring this thing. He didn't mention himself. This is a member of parliament like myself. And those are the things we normally widely think about it and discuss about it so that we can deliberate. We can discuss and try to put it in the floor of the House, discuss and make sure that at least this is something which is going to be beneficial to all the people or not. This is not about the opposition or the ruling elite.
Lawyers argue the register of persons under the Ministry of Interior cannot be used by IEBC to verify voters, as it is illegal and violates the independence of IEBC in executing its mandate, while denying Kenyans the right to exercise their sovereign power as guaranteed by Chapter 1 of the Constitution.
The elections shall be transparent, shall be accountable, and shall be impartial. So the question, therefore, is that can the register of persons provide a free, fair elections? Can it lead us to an accountable elections? Can it lead us to a transparent election?
The National Registrar of Persons or something like that can be synergized with the electoral body. It could be very good, so that at least they should even be sharing a building, so that at least if anything they want, they just move down there.
In his letter to the National Assembly, the Kimilili MP targets to amend the Elections Act and deny IEBC the power to register voters, a proposal that lawyers argue will require a referendum as it touches on Chapter 1 of the Constitution, that sovereign power belongs to the people of Kenya, and Chapter 15 of the Constitution that protects the independence of IEBC.
This independent body is Chapter 15 Commission. So we need to go to the Constitution and see whether these provisions I have mentioned, so as to bring into conformity with the pedestrian proposal by Mr. Baraza, whether the same can be achieved without informing or involving the people.
The push to have Kenyans vote using IDs coincides with President William Ruto's proclamation this week, abolishing vetting for new ID applicants in northeastern Kenya and border counties. Apul Kamau, TV47.
Thank you.